Would you tell us your names, please?
Roger Hildebrandt.
And
I'm Linda Hildebrandt.
somehow you're connected.
Somehow.
Good.
Well, yes, we've been married for 50 years. So we've been connected
For a long
while,
time.
a while.
And your family?
We've got 2 sons. Gary, that lives in Fort Worth, and Billy, that lives here in town.
And
And
Gary married someone who worked in our church.
yes, he married our
DCE.
DCE intern,
And Mary, what was
Mary Hennings.
Mary Hennings? Okay. Where did you go to church in your childhood, Roger?
In
Where'd you live?
Iceberg, state of Minnesota. And it was at St. Paul's Lutheran, where I went to church.
What town did you live in?
Gaylord,
Okay, where is that? Middle of nowhere?
in the middle of nowhere. It's in the southern part of the state.
So you went to St. Paul's Lutheran, so you were raised a Lutheran?
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised, baptized.
How many siblings did you have? And
handful.
In the family,
uh-huh.
they come every 2 years. There was 9 of them, so it went on 20 years. There's 9 of us.
9 of you. Where were you in the family lineup?
Third.
You were third. Are they all still Lutherans?
Oh, no. I don't know what, I've been gone from there for 60 years now. I don't know what.
Well, now the one you bought with us today
Well,
is a
she-
Catholic.
One next youngest to me is Catholic. That much I know. There's some Methodists in there. I've been gone for so long, I don't know what they.
So was it a big church?
Back then, yeah, in that small town, yeah, there was two big Lutheran churches in that town.
But what was the population, you think?
Man, I don't know, maybe 2,000.
Wow, and 2 Lutheran
2,500.
churches. Was it a Missouri Synod church, or
No, I don't know about that.
no, just knew it was a Lutheran church?
Yeah.
Did you go to church every Sunday?
Well, we had to go every Sunday, yeah.
Did you go through confirmation?
Yes, ma'am.
Linda, what were you raised as?
Well, I was raised in the Baptist church.
Hey,
Never been out of Texarkana. Well, I take that back. We moved to a little town in West Texas, Toya, and my dad was with the railroad,
okay.
and he transferred there, and we lived there till my brother was born. Then we came back to Texarkana.
So, tell me about your siblings.
Okay, I've got an older sister, and I can't keep up with her. She just moved again. All the acreage got to them, so they moved to a place in Paradise,
Paradise, Texas?
Texas.
Yeah, there's a movie there.
Was there?
Yeah. It was a good movie. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. And then my brother lives in Plano.
So how did you become a Lutheran?
Well, Roger drug me here. No, I don't remember. I just came with him, and before we got married, I guess, and liked it, and so I just stayed.
So did you go through any kind of confirmation class?
Well, not a class. It was just me and Pastor
That's the hell.
Hilberg.
And nobody else? Just you?
Just me and Pastor Hilberg.
Oh, that was nice.
1-on-1, uh-huh.
Did Emily bake you pies?
No. Was she supposed to bake pies?
Well, in my confirmation class, she baked. There were like
Oh, man.
maybe 6 or 7 of us, and it was good. It was a good
I
time.
bet.
How did you happen to end up in Texarkana?
You don't really want to know. I come in on a cattle truck.
came in on a cattle truck and just decided to stay?
I had some friends I was in the service with, in the Army with in Missouri, and they just coaxed me coming down here trucking cattle to California and Arizona and back and forth. And I just decided to try something different than what went on in the North Country.
So you were just driving through Texarkana on those cattle rides?
No,
Oh,
I got
did you?
out of the Army in Missouri. No, I went home first and just told Mama I was going to Texas, and of course she just laughed, didn't think that was good. And I left. I called her.
You can't leave Minnesota.
You got that ice just stays with you.
My intention was coming down here to when I got out of the service to get with the cruising boys. We was going to truck cattle for the Keaton, California and back,
Oh, okay.
and Georgia and all around. And we did for a couple of years, and then I got in the freight business.
And then how'd you get into the tire business?
Well, I just got tired of, I wasn't driving truck, I had gone to work for Torrance. It's just something, I went to work for Smith over there, and then I decided I ought to just try this myself, and just jumped out and got into it myself.
Wow. Took a leap.
Yeah, it's been a good leap. I mean, it ain't no flashy leap, but it's been a good leap.
That's just great. And now, do you have a ranch or what?
Oh, I just got a little farm, raised cattle. We live in the country, and I raise some cattle, and that's all. It ain't no ranch.
Where is it? Is it on the Texas side?
Yeah, on Houston Highway, 59.
Oh, 59, okay. All right, that's pretty cool. So, what do you remember about the first time you came to church? Can y'all remember anything about?
Oh,
No.
No. What about
Well-
Couples Club? Were you all in
Oh,
Couples?
yeah, we
Yeah.
enjoyed Couples Club. That's where we met
lot
all the
of-
members personally,
Yeah.
and we had a good
Do you
time.
happen to remember some of the people that went to Couples Club with you?
Well,
Oh,
most of them
Of course,
did.
well, Hellbergs, of course.
Yeah,
Doc and Muriel, Dick and Sue Icorn, and
Strobels, Betty and,
yeah,
Yeah.
they would go. Y'all went too, didn't you?
we went some, not, because our kids were, at that time, our
I'd
kids
have
were.
to just sit and think of what was around them. Most of them people is gone by now.
I know.
They've either moved or they're in the ground or whatever, you know.
So what offices were you a trustee?
Trustee is the only thing I've ever done.
But you all have done a lot of stuff as a trustee.
Yeah, I've been in and out of that quite a few times. I just got out of it this year because it's hard to get here at nighttime.
You had an experience with was it a cow?
Oh, yeah, that kind of put my head in a spin and still give me problems.
Yeah, tell us that story.
Oh, you don't know that story, how a cow busted my head.
And how you're still perking.
Well, yeah, but I've still got problems with this side of my head. Yeah, she knocked me pretty hard.
he still got ringing in his ears.
They flew me to Tyler Trauma Center.
And who was the vet that came out when that happened?
Dr. Jim,
Dr. Jim? Yeah.
Yeah, he was lucky enough, he jumped behind the feeder and I run, and I shouldn't have, because the cow beat me. She knocked me down.
What are your fondest memories about the church? What do you?
The people.
Yeah.
With our best friends are off from the church, I think. But we've just, for years, did stuff together.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
a good group of people.
And we talked about your how big was your confirmation class? Do you remember anything about it?
Yeah, I think we had probably, I really can't remember the count, anywhere from 16 to 20.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's Lutheran country in the north.
Yeah, Minnesota was Lutheran country.
No, we are Lutheran Catholic, yeah. It's about the only church you see. You never did see a Baptist church up there. There were some, but there were none closed.
Yeah, that's funny how it's turned upside down here. How do you think our church is doing for its people?
Well, it's like most churches now, what do you call it?
The younger members
Well,
seem to be
Tradition is starting to get gone, and I've experienced it at the store with some people come in that are Baptists, and they'll tell me the same thing. Traditions are gone. The younger generation got a different look at every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Tradition's gone.
What do you think, Linda?
Well, when I first started coming, there were lots of young kids, and it seems like over the years they've just all migrated different places, different churches, or quit going, but there's most of them have left Texarkana.
Yeah.
And have got jobs out in Dallas or wherever.
Yeah.
And
Tell me about your grandkids.
oh gosh, I've got 5 grandkids. Billy has got 2. A girl, well, his oldest son had cancer and passed away. And then his brother and he remarried and they had a little girl. So, but then Gary and Mary have 2 kids that are just very smart, and they get usually.
All 3 of them are smart.
Yeah.
Good girl. One is
But,
genius.
One
Nathan could just rattle off all the books of the Bible when he was 7 years old.
Wow.
No, but younger than that. It was.
Wow. Now, one of them is a singer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
Nathan.
Okay.
He was in the
Texas boy.
Texas Boys Choir, and they traveled all over the world, I think, and they've been they sang with the
Other bunch in Vienna.
Vienna Boys Choir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, that's really
And,
cool.
he was here one Sunday, and I don't remember who was pastor then, but he wanted it. I said, they're singing
He sang the Lord's Prayer.
The Lord's Prayer, yeah. And they came up and asked him before, had he ever sang for a big group before? And he said, yeah. We sang at Texas Stadium last weekend. And they had sang for George Bush, their daughter's wedding,
Oh, wow.
and they had, well, no, wait, I'm sorry, it wasn't a wedding, it was a baby shower,
Okay.
and they sang for that, just a few of them. They got to pick a few of
Is he
them.
still singing?
Well, yeah.
How
But
old
not-
is he?
He's in his second year of college now.
Wow.
So he's
Where are the other two? What are they doing?
well.
And what are their
Rachel-
names?
Rachel is with Southwest Airlines.
Executive.
She's an executive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was an intern for what
What are you talking about? When she was
The
at
intern.
Memphis?
yeah, man,
St. Jude?
St. Jude's.
Oh.
She did
For-
an internship there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jacob,
He's a sports nut.
he is working with right now.
And now, how old is he? Is he in the
He-
middle?
21.
He's
Okay, he's
he's
little one. Is he? No, he's the middle one.
middle one, yeah. And he's graduated from college, and
Sounds like they're getting on with life.
uh-huh,
Sounds.
Well,
And
they
he's-
got a good start. See, they went to that
they were to St.
Lutheran school there in Fort Worth,
Yeah.
which the high school couldn't believe it when they got into high school, how well educated they were. They was
So-
beyond the rest of their classes in high school because
So-
of what that church school taught them.
So the church school ended before they got to high school.
Well, they went
Yeah,
to
the
eighth
ninth
grade,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great.
but they went in there fully educated. That school was far more superior than your regular
Yeah.
grade school.
Wow. How would you like to see our church? What would you like to see our church do to maybe to grow or to stay, or what do we need to do? Do you think?
Well, I think that it's on its way to building back up. There's more young people coming in.
That's what it takes.
And before it was just a lot of old people our age,
Yeah.
and but there's slowly but surely adding some kids back in, so hopefully we're on
Kids' activities is what
Yeah.
we need.
Anything else that y'all want to add about church or anything?
Well,
Anything?
I just hope
Well.
we grow, that's all, because we're gonna be here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I thank y'all very much and appreciate you coming in.
Well, thank you.